I grew up without my mother and my siblings. When I was almost 3 years, I lost my family. I remained with my dad. I lost my siblings. I lost my mom, and I also lost my leg. Oh my God! I tell you, I suffered hunger. I don't want to cry. I don't want to cry. God, you're so good. Oh God, you're so good. God, you're so good. You're so good to me. Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Bernadette Tungira. I'm a female amputee. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Okay, let me just put some glasses because all right, here. Well, today I want to talk about my testimony. I want to talk about something great that God has achieved, has done in my life. I have achieved it like I think 3 years ago, but I have never gotten the courage to talk about it on social media. But I want to tell you that for those who are not following me, you can subscribe on YouTube here on my channel, or you follow me on Facebook, I'm on TikTok, I'm Instagram. Okay. It's a long testimony, but I'm just going to make it short. I grew up without my mother and my siblings. So it happens that when I was very young, when I was almost 3 years, I lost my family. I remained with my dad. I lost my siblings. I lost my mom, and I also lost my leg. I'm a female amputee. Those who follow me, like on TikTok, I like dancing it, and I'm so proud of who I am, and I'm not ashamed to show people how I look. Oh Lord, when I lost my leg, my dad told me that he took me to the hospital, and after the hospital, a lot of things happened in the hospital. I'm not going to go through that because that's not my purpose today. I will be sharing I will have a little bit of series of my life experience and my life the testimony of my life, where I will share how I grew up and what are challenges I faced as an amputee and as a female amputee and as a single parent orphan. I don't know how they say. Yeah. So after the orphanage, I came. They took me back from the orphanage, and I came to live with my uncle. And then later after, I went to live with my grandpa and my aunties. And it's now after some times that my dad came to pick me and took me where he was living. That was in Karuzi. I'll be mixing a little bit with either French or Kirundi because some of the words are just escaping me. English is not my first language. And I don't know, I'm lost into languages. I mix everything. I'm not perfect. When he took me back to where he was living, my mind, when I take back my mind, is reminding me, is remembering that my dad was living in a house which was not his house, because he told me that when he flew, is it flew? I remember well that my dad fled from home, from Bugendana to Karusi, because Bugendana was not safe, so he had to flee. He had to flee to Karusi. So the Bukaneza by then, yaje ametse ku rutugu, so he was he carried me from his shoulder, and all the way from Karusi, no, from Bugendana to Karusi, since ibirometero birimo neza. I think, I don't know, I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure, but I think it's like, I don't know, maybe 6 hours walking. Yeah, 6 hours walking. So he could like carry me on his shoulder. Then when he's tired, he would just let me walk a little bit. I was just using my armpit crutches. And then we reached to Karusi. The house he was living in was not his own house. And this one, he never told me. He never told me about it. Me, I didn't know, I didn't know what happened. I kept asking him, like, where's my mom? Where's my mom? Where's my mom? I have no idea how my mom looks like. I have no idea how my little sister looks like. No, my elder sister actually was my elder sister. We reached there to the harbor. Let me describe you the house. So the house was traditional, what we call traditional. Which was, I don't know how they call it. They were just, you know, how you covered your house with with grasses. So it was covered by grasses. So I remember very well that it had no windows. So yeah, I mean, the place of windows were there, but there was no windows to close, and it has no door. And it was so close to the river. Those who know Karusi, it was so close to the river. But my grandpa had some plots over there. So basically my dad knew where to go to. The thing I remember very well was that we had no bed sheets, we had no blankets. So my dad used his jumpers and suits and to cover me during evening, and it was super cold, you know, because the river was just some meters away from our home, and during evening it was really cold. During morning as well, morning it was very cold. And maybe that's when I started having sinuses, because I don't know, I have allergies to cold. We used to cook from outside, so we had no cooking pot. We had no we had no kitchenware. So what my dad did, I don't know where he got it. He brought this traditional cooking pot. We call it ingono in Kirundi. When he was cooking, he was trying to cook. It broke. So he remained with 2 pieces. So now it was easy because it was just one, and we wanted to make relish, and we wanted to make also cassava, obugai. So I just saw him like, you took 1 piece, you just cooked relish, and then the one you just used it to make cassava bread. I don't know how they call it, ubugali. So, oh God. We were living like in the same routine, and I used to ask him, Dad, is this your house? And he was like, you don't have to worry about this. So after some times, I remember well that one of our neighbor, he was just leaving some meat maybe at 500 meters, he got aware that there are some people are just living closer and they don't have a family, and he called my dad and he told him, you know what, you don't have to be cooking, and you will just come be eating from my home during lunch and evening as well, because me, I used to have like when I was in an orphanage, we were given breakfast. Okay, yeah, morning breakfast. Around 10 we could eat something. Then during the day it was lunch, and after lunch we go to sleep. Then we come back at 3. We could be given milk maybe. Then before supper. So I was not used to do not eat in the mornings. I used to tell my dad, no, I'm hungry, being so stubborn to my dad. I really thank God for my dad, because he's gone through a lot and he knew how to handle me. And imagine, that was right after some years when he lost his family and he was having trauma. That's one of the reasons, even that pushed him to flee from where we were born from and go to Haria Icarus. Kubera ko yarafise some bad memories, and apart that he was not safe, he had some bad memories there. Ico gihe rero turahaba for some time. It's so hard to survive. He had no family. Our family that his bari batandukanye kubera ko, you know, some of you have gone through situation of war in different countries. You know what I mean what I mean. Then I'm just going to skip some of the situation. God has used someone, the priest. I really thank him. God bless him wherever he is. This priest who took me to start my primary school, muri centre, so bita École du Matin, Igitega. So I went to start my primary school. So I remember when my dad used to told the priest, if you're not going to take me with my daughter, I'm not going to allow you to take my daughter to school, because he couldn't live without me. That was like, I was the only person, an only child English remaining. I was the only child remaining, and he could not like think about living without me. That was so hard for him. Then the priest accepted. He took my dad and me. We went to that boarding school. The first time I arrived, I saw like different categories of people with disabilities. I don't know even how to describe them. Some of them I would laugh at them and I was like, look at, you know, I have disabilities. I don't have one leg. But when I see someone like he's walking in different way, I was like, wow, what is happening here? Like, we have different types of disabilities. Those working in wheelchairs, those who don't have 2 legs, those who have, you know, arms, like different upper limb disabilities, different ways. I was like, what is happening here? I cried. I couldn't believe like what I'm seeing, because in an orphanage we're like just orphans, like not many people with disabilities, like different types of disabilities. For really, some of the disabilities that I saw was really terrifying. That I was like, oh no. And I was young, I was 7 years. So I slept there, but what happened? Those people, those students, they know I can be kunyuzura. In English, I don't know how to say it. Kunyuzura is just like when you are new, like people, they have to like the one you find there, they have to integrate you into the culture. I don't know, it's the culture, the environment, you know, giving you some hard situation, like asking you a lot of questions, you know, trying to terrify you so that you get used to it. I used to cry every time. I used to cry. And even before I go to this boarding school, I used to cry. I'm not going to tell you the surname they gave me, the nickname actually they gave me when I was young. It's wow, God is so good. God is so good. So I started my school, and my dad used to come to see me every single, no, not every single weekend, every weekend he was there. He made sure that he sees me. He would come on Friday or Saturday. No, Friday mostly. Friday, sleep there from Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and go back. That was before he got married. And he would ensure that he brings me different things. Yaratikonkunda ibiryo bitetse, yaratikonkunda ibijumbo byokeje, roasted potatoes. I was so stubborn. Oh my God, I was so talkative, and this is one of the things that I see that has changed for me. I'm no longer talkative. I don't know, don't judge me. My dad used to come during holiday. This is now where I want to talk about. During holiday, my dad used to come to pick me. Not with a bicycle, but with foot. With feet. Plural. With feet. So he used to come to pick me from Gitega to Karuzi. That's like 4 hours walk. Yeah, 4 hours walking or 5, and I don't know, 4 hours maybe, 4 hours. And he would, just as usual, carry me on his shoulder, and sometimes he'd let me walk for some minutes. You know, we used to go talk, play. I remember he was so young. He was so young, and he used to joke a lot. And he was so friendly to people. When we reached to a bar, he used to drink alcohol. Thank God that he has reduced. He was no longer drinking like the way he used to do. When we went to a bar, he would stop. We sit there. He drinks, and I would sit there just waiting for him, fearing people, you know, from the village. I was not used to them. And they used to stare at me like, oh, she doesn't have a leg, you know. And it would make me feel not good, you know. It's just normal. And then, but me, I used to feel like I want to go and play with them. But by the time I approached them to go to play with them, they would run. I would just feel like that's an animal reaching me. Okay. After some time, my dad got married. So, was I proud? I don't know. I felt like she's going to take all the attention that my dad had for me. I thank God so much, because he married the right person for him. I don't know, some of you who have like your stepmama not treating you well, I don't know, you just need to pray. But mine was really a good person. I gave her a hard situation for real, myself. So what my dad, he used to hear words. People used to, like, first of all, when he heard about the announcement telling he wanted to take me to the parish so that they can take me to hospital, to school. Some people, they were like, no, you know, when you take her to school, she's not to succeed, because there are no school for people with disabilities. You know, we used to talk about it, and still there are some parents who still believes in that. N'amashuri y'abantu bamugaye, but they used to say n'amashuri y'ibimuga. You know, we no longer talk about this thing. So there are no schools for people with disabilities. Just let her there, because she would never reach anything. There's no future for her. So one day I asked my dad, were you believing in what they said? It was like, in a way, yes, because I couldn't see like how you would succeed going to school. But I was like, let me just give it a try, especially since you are being taken by a priest, and priests are the people whom we respect. And I was taken by a priest to a boarding school which belongs to religious sisters, nuns. My dad later, he built a house, but in the same condition with the one in which we were living in. The house which in Zuyipjati, I'm not sure that I find the right word of in Zuyipjati in English, because I want you to understand. Grass touched the house. Muri iyo nzu y'ibyatsi. Ibikogoshi, do you know ibikogoshi? I don't know, some insect, I don't know. That insect would just fall when you were sleeping. You're sleeping, then poof, igikogoshi. Sleeping, poof. I don't know, umusiba. I don't know. You're sleeping, poof, different insect falling down from the grass, from the roof, because the roof was just made by grasses. In that house, it was just a little bit made like 4 rooms, but not like built in a way like it was just division. Apart from my parents' room, which was well made, other rooms just was like when you enter the main entrance, you just the side which was supposed to be a salon, that was my bed, and there was a wall in between, and the following room was living goats goats and rabbits. Then when you enter this side, that was kitchen, then this side, that was my parents' room. So you understand, like for someone, for a child coming from the orphanage, this orphanage was managed by white people, and I would just live with my dad a little bit. Then I went to this boarding school, and that was boarding school which is clean, obviously modern, like it was in the city. Then now going in holiday, during holiday, like sleeping, you just feel insects when you are sleeping, and then you hear like the noise of the goats, and then the rabbits, and then cooking inside the house. It was really disturbing. I was like, I don't like this in myself. I don't like this. And I used to tell my dad, why do I see other people that are living in modern houses? Then he used to tell me that those are the ones who have money, they are able to afford like the modern roof, but he couldn't afford it. I was not really happy about the house. So I used to say, wow, when are we going to build a new modern house? My dad was like, I don't know. So we shifted from Karuzi to Jakuba in Gendana because of some different circumstances that I will also share this with you guys. Just make sure you subscribe. Just make sure that you subscribe, because I'm just going to be committed to making some videos, because I want to make sure that you people, like, you have been asking a lot of questions. So when you see me, you see I want you to see what God is able to achieve in someone's life. I want you to see that God is not done with your life. When we shift, I was already in high almost studying high school, yeah. But I couldn't go live with my parents because when I want to go, my dad told me, no, don't come this side because we are really struggling. We don't have food, we don't have work to cultivate. Because my uncle was living in Karuzi. When he saw my dad shifting to Bugendana, Yamoki, you don't have to come back to cultivate here. These are my plots. Then when he went to Bugendana, he couldn't find somewhere to cultivate because he had no plot. His plot belonged to Karuzi. And because my uncle and my dad were into conflict and they used to beat each other to fight, my dad didn't want to go there. Actually, I'm the one who convinced my dad to leave Karuzi to go to Bugendana. So he told me, my daughter, don't come back here. We don't eat regularly, like we can eat once in a day. And me, when I was in boarding school, I wasn't used to eat nice food, because in the morning it was just porridge, during the day was cassava, ubugari, nibiharage, and evening sometimes zari inete, ibiharage, nibigori, maize and beans, and sometimes rice, sometimes potatoes. Like, it was a different meal, but I was eating. I wasn't used to do not eat. So I went to my aunt and I stayed there. But now the following year I said, no, I need to go to my parents due to some reasons. Oh my God, I tell you, I suffered. Hunger. Oh God. Learning to eat once a day, and not even a proper meal. And not even being satisfied. One meal, not satisfied. I was like, God, I don't know. So I don't know, my dad does not know about this. I have never told him, because I used to go to my uncle, my mom's side, to sleep like for 2 days so that I can get proper food, because they had food. They had crops, they could harvest a lot. So I used to go like, let me just escape. I go, but my step sisters, my step brothers, they couldn't go because that's not their home, their family. So I used to go escaping, leaving my dad there and my stepmom suffered. So I know you just say maybe I was just going to beg. I don't care what if I would just say it, but I just wanted to eat, because me sleeping hunger is not my thing. So at the time I was like, now why am I escaping this situation? I need to face it. During Christmas holiday, it's a rainy season. Oh God. The house he built was the same, traditional, with grass as a roof. And during evening, when it is raining, even during the day when it is raining, you just wake up. Because maybe you slept, it's not raining, and then it started raining, you are just enjoying your sleep. And then you're just feeling like the roof is leaking, just right here. Boom, 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 water. Like, am I dreaming or what is happening? Oh God, and then you wake up, you feel like it's raining, and you're like, oh no, it's time to wake up. You wake up and every house is leaking. You take some basins, you just put there, you just take another basin, cooking pot, you just put it there, wherever it was leaking. And it arrived at time that we couldn't even afford the grasses to cover our house during summer. So eventually, during the rainy season, it would leak more than before. And you could find like the whole floor is just wet, water, as if it is in a river. And then I remember once I went to sit we closer to our house there's a coffee plantation. So I went to sit there. I was looking at people's house, and God, you know, when God wants to do something, He will just everything block everything, not even using a person, because He wants us to show Himself, like, so that He will not say, my uncle did this, my auntie did this. Just say, God has done this. Oh, ha, repeat after me. So I prayed. I was like, God, I pray that I should be a blessing to my family. I pray that one day I would build a house. It doesn't have to be a modern, very modern house. Just I want to change the roof. It can stay like this, but change the roof. Because I remember they used to give like tiles. They are called the tiles. Amabati. Tiles or what? I think they are called tiles. Yeah, amabati to orphans. But you needed someone to be there, like to give your name. Someone who works in community. I don't know what was happening, but I don't know. For now, I'm just saying that God did not want to use them. Then I made a prayer. And I just went back. So abantu mwakoze muryama mu nzu zimeze neza, I'm sure you don't understand what I'm talking about. Those who grew up in a modern house, and I'm sure you don't understand what I'm talking about. So literally, like, you're sleeping, uryamye, first of all, uryamye ku kirago. Ikirago, not even ikirago cha kindi bagura mu isoko, cha kindi bajeshisha amahobahoba. I don't know, I will just be showing some pictures. The same, what we call mattress, what we used to call mattress, or in our home, is not like the modern one, you know. And I was like, I added my prayer. God, when you help me to change my house, our house, help me also to get modern mattress, because I knew what I was talking about. When I come at home, I would sleep on this traditional ikirago. Then when I go to boarding school, I would sleep on the mattress. I would feel, when I was in boarding school, I would feel what my family is feeling. Yeah, you turn on this way, chagitanda kimeze nabi, the bed is not even comfortable, it's paining, you pain, then you turn this side, it's paining. Oh God, where should I? You feel even like waking up. And then I just remember when I went back to Buganda, some of people, they used to see me, they would say, oh, she has gone to school. Even though she has gone to school, this is just, going to school. But me, I was like, God, I know one day you will bless me. I know you bless me. You have not saved me from war. You have never saved me from death, so that I can live a miserable life. I know it's not going to be easy, but I know you will bless me. So I received Jesus as the Lord and Savior in my life 2015. I'm so proud of that. If there's something I have ever received as a miracle, that's the thing. I grew up as a Catholic, and I used to pray, and I respect what I was taught as a Catholic. But it is until I received Jesus as the Lord and Savior that I learned much how to build my deep connection, my deep personal relationship with God, to talk to Him as I talk to my Father. My Father is my best friend. I can tell Him what I feel, the way I want things to be done. And I really made this prayer, God, if you have saved me from my sins, and this is the starting point of my successful life. Now the devil is always there. I fought a lot, but when I finished the high school, I went back to Burundi, and by then before I go back, I started my university. Now, when I was in university, because we were being paid stipend, though it was not much, but I managed to buy amategura. I don't know how they call it in English. Amategura. Then they have made amategura on one side, and the other side was still covered by grasses. But at least when it rains, they could shift to this side. And I made sure that the mategula was on the side of the bedrooms. So it was a little bit safe, though it used to be, sometimes even a mategula can just slide a little bit and then the water can still come in. And that was still what it was happening. Matthew 7:7, it says, ask and it will be given to you. Seek and you will find. Knock and the door will be open to you. I don't know what your circumstances look like today. Maybe you grew up in poverty. Maybe you grew up sorry. Maybe you grew up when people were telling you that you will never achieve anything. Maybe you have lived in the same circumstances like me. But I want to tell you, ask and it will be given to you. God is a provider. He's called Jehovah Jireh. God will provide. I don't know. It's so hard to say. I don't want to cry. I don't want to cry. But God is good. God is good. He listens to our prayers. He listens to our worries. And He's able to change them. He's able to change every situation, every circumstance. I remember when I came back from university, back from Burundi, I tried to look for jobs, I couldn't find it. Yet I have gone to the best university, English speaking. And I was sure that with my education, I would get a job easily. Not knowing that God has something else. After, I think, 8 months or 6, I don't remember, that's when I got a job. And I couldn't sustain my life and my family life, but I was just trying. So when I started working, the devil now started attacking me. My father would fall sick. After my father, my stepmom. After my stepmom, like it was a series of sickness. I would pray, break everything, but situations were hard. Situations were really hard. So I started because when I did a diploma first, and then I said maybe it's just because of my diploma that I'm not able to have a good job. Let me just add 1 more year. I get bachelor degree. I did it 1 year and I got my bachelor degree. Before I ended the bachelor degree, I heard that one of the minister of Burundi, he had a hotel and it was a new one and a good one actually. So I looked for information. Thank you for, should I say the name? Always given me the contact to this person. I contacted him. I told him. I went on my email, I wrote. I introduced myself and I told what I wanted. I didn't say exactly that I'm looking for a job. I was like, I'm good in hospitality. I highlighted my hospitality skills and tourism skills, and I was like, if there's something we can collaborate in, I'm open to. God is. Most of the time when I remember this, I used to sing this song which says, God, you're so good. God, you're so good. Oh God, you're so good. You're so good to me. God, you're so good. Oh God, you're so good. God, you're so good. You're so good to me. That's my song. That's my song. And then I didn't come here to cry. I'm sorry. I didn't come to cry. It wasn't planned actually. So, whew. Well, okay, here we go. So he didn't take time to reply to me, and listen to this. Listen to how God connect things, connect situations. So I left home after he had sent the email. I left home and I went for the training. When I reached town, I wanted to take a bus to the swimming training place, Moriville, and then it was about to rain. Then I was like, and then imvura yakubiye, the same side where I'm going for training, that's when I saw like the cloud was dark and it was about to rain, and I said, no, I cannot manage it, let me go back home. When I went back home, I got a phone call. By the time I reached home, I got a phone call. It was like, oh, hello. It was very funny, very I was about to say very friendly. Told me, hey, my name is so and so, and I heard that I just received your email. I was like, I was super terrified. I was like, what am I going to say? Because this is a respected person, a minister. I was like, what am I going to tell him? I started shaking. I was like, what am I going to say? What am I going to say? It's like, okay, yeah, I sent an email. Who gave him my contact? I was like, you are a respected person and it's hard to find you. I don't know what I said even, but I said, I just got it from a group of leaders on WhatsApp. I was like, oh, okay, I know I'm in different groups. So, okay. So, could you manage to come to my office? I was like, what? Yeah, of course, yes. I had even no money for transport. No money for transport. And I was like, yes. So I showered quickly, put on my dress, then took Bajaj. By then the Bajaj were still going through towns, and I passed by a boutique. I was like, give me some money, I will reimburse you when I come back. So I went, I talked to him, and that's actually when he was like, yeah, now I have known you, I know what you are able to do. So we said, I'm going to give you a transport. I was like, what, you came with the taxi? I was like, no, I came with the Bajaj. I was like, okay, I'm going to give you money for taxi transport. I was like, oh, thank you. But now holding the envelope, I was like, this is not only money for transport. And I had 3 months unpaid rent. I was like, this is my money for my rent. So when I went back home, I counted. I reached the 50,000. I was like, no, I'm not going to continue. Let me just count when I get back home. I was like, oh God, you're so good. So I want you to connect these on when God wants you to have something, how He does it. From nowhere, I just sent an email. Then continue with my daily things. reaching to town, instead of taking the bus, the crowd showed that it was raining. It was about to rain. The same place where I'm going. Then I had to come back home so that God can do what He wants to do. You understand? So we continued talking. He taught me, actually, for the second call I got from him was like, can you prepare for me the training manual for my employees in the hotel, in all departments? I was like, okay, yeah, I'm willing to do so. I did this. I think in 2 days, I did not sleep. 2 days, just a little bit. Then 2 days I was done, and I called him. I was like, I'm done. Should I send it to you? I was like, are you done? Like, for all department? I was like, yes. I knew what I was doing. I did hospitality and tourism. I knew what I'm doing. And Aquila, the university I went to, Aquila has trained me well in this field. So I was like, oh no, don't send it. Instead, come here and we're going to talk about it. No, sorry. He told me to send it through email. He was like, no, I have sent it on email. So tomorrow, come here, we talk about it. I went there. Imagine what came out. He was like, are you ready to go for it, to train my employees? I was like, what? This is saying, God, you did it. You know? God, you did it. I was like, God, thank you. God, thank you so much. So I was like, I started training. Before we had to sign a contract, and he was like, how much do you want? Me, because I feared, like, if I say a lot of money, we just say no, we will take another one. So I just say a little money, little amount. Then he offered more, even the cheaper of the amount I asked for. And I was like, God, you so good. God, you so good. God, you so good. And that's now when I called my father. My father, actually, by then he was sick. Yeah, he got sick. Then I paid the medication, and then the stepmom got sick as well. So I had a lot of things, but I used the money to treat them, and I told them, you know what? We need to start building. I've got the money. We need to start building. I was like, okay. So I called them. I was like, how much do you think we can use? Whatever, buying some things from countryside. I was like, yeah, we understood. We talked about it. And when people saw like we're building, they did not expect what is coming. You know, they started just saying, he's just building the same house. And then the money finished before even build the roof. I was like, and the contract ended as well. I was like, oh God, okay. How come you told me to do these things and you are just leaving me like half of it? I was like, no. You will find a way. So I didn't take into consideration, because the house they were still living the house where they were living before. That was another house which was just being built closer to it. God, never joke with God. Never joke with God. This God. There's a song which says, this God, I've never seen this God, blessed be your holy name. I don't remember what the lyrics. So, after a month, I got a scholarship to go and study about lower limb prosthetics. This was the best ever. Let me find this word. It is in Jeremiah 1:12. Note this down and pray over this. Jeremiah 1:12. It says, then the Lord said to me, you have seen well, for I am watching over my word to fulfill it. What time is it? I need to go and cook. I told you I love eating. I'm telling you, oh God, I'm so proud. I'm so proud. I'm so proud. Ni Imana y'akandi karyo frame. Ni Imana y'akandi karyo. Imana ihindura ibihe. God who changes circumstances. God who changes situations. God who listens to our prayers. And whatever you're going through, however you've grown up, whatever family you are living in, and you feel like, when you want to change something, it has to be something which is in your heart and something which is making you uncomfortable. So for me, I wasn't comfortable when I was living in that house, those traditional houses. So that became my prayer, my dream, and I prayed over it, and God has done it. I feel like dancing. God has done it. Jehovah. If he did it for me, I believe that he can also do incredible things to you. Don't worry about your disabilities. Just wake up, work hard, believe, pray, and it will be done to you, to be given to you. Don't mind about the circumstances behind you. Don't mind about the words people are telling you. Don't mind about where you go to look for a job and they tell you, no, you cannot work here because of disabilities. Don't mind about people who tell you, no, you describing your physical disabilities, whatever. No. Let me tell you, it's not about you. It's about God. It's not about you. It's about God. And if you are watching this testimony and you really feel like it has encouraged you, please share it. Share with your neighbor, your friends. Share it on your social media. And God bless you so much. We meet for the following testimony. I love you so much. Don't forget to subscribe.